Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Final Show Films. I'm Sen, your executive producer. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Particularly want to thank our Patreon supporters at patreon.com/fsfilms for all their support. Just adjusting that. Particularly our $25 tier supporters, who are Samantha Bates, Trevian Alexander, Cat Waterflame, and L, without whom we wouldn't be able to do nearly as much of what we do now. So, thank you very much for all your support. And those you're watching live, please sit back, relax, and enjoy. We're live!
Hello, everybody, and welcome once again to Shadows of the Mountain, the Werewolf the Apocalypse Chronicle that we're running here on Final Show Films. My name is Jack. I am your storyteller for the evening, and I am joined by a bevy of fantastic people, starting with Mara.
Hi, I'm Mara. I'm playing wrong character. There we go.
Nope.
I've never done that one before. That was a fun one. All right.
That was
Alexandra Boxcar's core, Metis Philodox Black Fury.
And William.
Hi, I'm William, and I'm playing Ingvar Ulfsdotter, the Hamid Geta Fenris Arun.
And Athena.
Hi, I'm Athena, and I'm playing Mordico and Lupus the Shadow Lords.
And Holly.
I'm Holly. I'm playing Dakota, a Lupus Galliardo Tena.
And Craig.
Hi, I will be playing Sal Spiderfire Mararo, a Glasswalker Hamid Ragabash, and I am bringing shame to my tribe because I forgot to plug in my computer. But now I just got it.
And Seth.
You're kicked out.
I'm a real red talon move.
Sam, and I'll be playing Grania Firelight O'Connor, a Hamid Glasswalker Ragabash, and if I didn't have my computer plugged in, the stream wouldn't be up.
And Jeremy.
Hi, I'm Jeremy. I am playing Aiden Taylor, Hamid Philodox, Child of God.
And as always, Black Lives Matter, trans rights are human rights, bodily autonomy is a human right, eat the rich, number of other things, but those are the first four that come to mind. And a special thank you to the Onyx Path, who provides us collaboration materials for this chronicle. You can, as always, get access to their upcoming Apocalyptic Record book pre-order at apocalyptic-record.backerkit.com/hosted_pre-orders. We'll pop that link in the chat and video description on YouTube as well. Post haste. And when last we left the Denver region, Aiden's judgment at the Sept of Forgotten Questions was handed down to the Pack, exile under pain of death from Denver for Aiden, until the Black Spirals that killed the Heart of Thorns Pack were dead by his hand. Bloodsbane was given hostage rights over Aiden for the duration, and he was allowed an hour to leave the city limits, prompting the Pack to adjourn to Golden, Colorado, for a few meetings. First, Willow Cunley was in the area, and they informed him regarding the information given to them by Everblooded Horns, the spirit who dwells in the Sept Cairnheart. He exchanged a little bit of information with them as well. And upon his departure, Bloodsbane met the Pact for a council of sorts, grilling them on what they know of the situation so far, and then demanding to know what Will had spoken about to them, revealing the supposed Bone Gnar as a Nuisha, one of the secretive were-coyotes, which is where we resume, as she has asked what he told you all about.
Aiden just proceeds to pinch the bridge of his nose and start laughing.
I'm sorry, what now?
How many times have you met him you didn't know?
Yeah, that's that's a funny part of trying to keep away from the set for survival purposes. We don't get word of that kind of thing. It's fine. Sorry.
I'm busying myself looking at my phone and pointedly not looking at Sal.
Her eyes dart back between Storm's Dawn and boxcars, and back to Storm's Dawn, back to boxcars, and back to Storm's Dawn again.
Sorry, is this a thing I should? Okay. Out of character question: is this a thing that I should? Is usually
I'm making an
detectable?
assumption on something.
You can see who she's looking at.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And the implication is pretty clear. You have 2 Philodoxes, and nobody decided to
Scent of true form. Yeah.
Or investigate or
No, because based on the intelligence that we had of the situation, by now, obviously, we know is somewhat inaccurate. Will was simply one of us who is stationed outside the city. It seemed reliable. It's fine.
Anyway, what has he told you?
So I'm trying to remember specifically. This is what I should have asked before stream. I'm trying to remember specifically what the information he told us about the fetishes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And that's basically the essential. I mean, everything else we've told her that we're gonna do.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So he had informed us that
Aiden, go ahead before you go and report. Give me a intelligence and I'm gonna say etiquette roll diff 7.
Diff 7. Not 0.
Not 0. With 1 success, you open your mouth and then remember whether or not this informs what you say. You're dealing with a get who usually have fairly strong opinions about who gets fetishes.
Oh, I'm well aware.
Okay.
Will had informed us, like had been said, like we said, that Morning Kill had been out here looking for something. We know it's mystical.
There are rumors.
Honestly, there was so for much of the time that we've met with him a couple of times, until literally today, there was a when you provide me with information that proves you're actually accomplishing something, I might quid pro quo. We informed him the same thing that I informed you about something underneath that that Intrepid is digging for, something, some dark, terrible power. We didn't have an enormous amount of time to talk because obviously I knew this meeting was coming and that kind of took precedence.
All right.
Talked a
So
very
you
short
gave
amount
him
of
something.
time.
What did he give you?
He provided, like I said, he provided me with the information about Morning Kill. And that he had been out here searching for something, as the legend says, which was new information for us.
And fucking will. How is that relevant information to where these black spirals are and what's buried under the mountain?
That's a real good question. It's something that we're hoping to be able to go hunt for.
All right.
Considering the potential scale of the enemy that we're facing here, the trail of Jacob Morningkill may lead us to more information on the creature itself, if that was perhaps the thing he was hunting.
Morningkill didn't come out to fucking Denver from New York just to poke around randomly. I know he was not the most stable of people, but this is before that, supposedly.
Morningkill came out here looking for a threat, though. By all reports and his reputation, he would have handled it. If it's still there,
then maybe
he must have been looking for something else.
Or maybe he couldn't have handled it, or thought it was already handled and it wasn't. If it's buried deep enough, and if Intrepid digs it up,
but Intrepid wasn't here however long ago that Morningkill was out here, but we can trace that thread of legend until the apocalypse lands.
For sure.
Without finding anything of note, possibly. So, all right. But we need to track these spirals.
Absolutely. Only one for sure that we know of. I know
Have you ever
that
known
there's probably more.
One?
I'm well aware
right.
there's probably more.
Well, at least you're not that stupid.
I'm going to spend a willpower.
Sal, if you want, you can roll. You can roll intelligence and occult, or intelligence and I want to say it'd be intelligence and occult at 8, or intelligence and academics, honestly, at 9.
Yeah, I'll take the occult on that one.
All right.
I rolled earlier, by the way. It was a difficulty 7. I don't know if that applies, just to see if Sal knew what a Nuisha was.
Nuisha would be an 8. Roll for that as well.
Okay. All right. So should I just do these in order? That's a 1.
Yeah.
On the first one, and then a 2 on the second one. Okay. Both of those rolling at 8.
All right. So on your 1 success for do I know what a Nuisha is? Where coyote?
Okay.
That's pretty much all you know.
If anyone was paying attention to Sal, and I understand very possible no one was. Sal,
I
like
specifically said I was
initially
paying
that
attention to you.
that struck him in like tremendously funny at first, and then he progressively looked sadder as he thought about it, and then yeah. So and then what do I know about Morning Kill with 2 successes?
Morning Kill with 2 successes.
I know
leader
out of
of-
character. I know a lot about Morning Kill just because
Yeah.
Morning Kill, but I'm just
Right.
curious what
Right.
like if Sal knows from back home.
Yeah. From back home, I mean, you are geographically, your home was closer to Morning Kill than anybody else in this this pack, actually. So stories of him trickled into New York fairly frequently. You would know he was a leader of a significant house of the Silverfangs. He was considered a candidate, if you believe in such things as monarchical hereditary lines and that sort of thing, for at least the North American Guru, if not Guru across the planet. You know that he was considered to have gone a bit cracked towards the end of his life. You know that he was an immensely powerful theurge and had little tendency toward kid gloving anything.
Was any part of the rumor about Hirano or no?
There were rumors about Hirano. You know them as rumors. You don't know, whether or not Sal puts any credence to those is up to you.
Well, I figure pretty much everything he knows is rumor. I just was curious if that was at all part of the mix.
Yeah. No, rumors of Hirano made their way to New York, especially in the wake of his death.
Okay.
A little more Targaryen bad than.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I asked because that's something.
I don't. Right. But vampires
Sal,
haven't come up yet, and most of you don't know shit about them. So the comparison as the most Malkavian of the Silverfangs probably isn't going to land as a parallel to Sal. But
no, Sal's just particularly focused in on Hirano stuff. So
yeah. Yep.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
So yes, Aiden spends a willpower point to bite back a response.
Good. So what plans does your pack have to find this spiral?
We know where where the facilities are. We've done some scouting of one of them. We haven't had
Who scouted the others?
They just said we've done some scouting of one of them. We have not yet scouted the others as a whole. There is some level of intelligence that we've gained through Murica.
Bloodsbane turns to Mariko then. Tell me what you know of these sites.
Mordego looks at Aiden.
Yes.
I have the locations. If you want them specifically.
Yes.
With that, Mordego reads off or from her memory, the exact geographical locations to the point in that as fast as she can say it sort of thing. And it would be if Isabel was at that moot when Mordego made her first attempt at convincing the Master of the Right to let her investigate it, or not just Master of the Right, the elders at whole to investigate it. They are the exact locations that she gave, which she gave it exactly at this way. And she does the same sort of thing as before, where she just says it, then says the name that she gave it. So you got things like the large weird one, normal survey, base, smaller weird one. And that's all Mordecai gives Isabel.
Isabel kind of slowly nods and then sets her cell phone out on the table, swipes something, and hits a record button. Now tell me everything that you know about them that you are currently holding back.
Mordecai looks again at Aiden.
Nods.
Mordecai will give Isabel the most bare bones possible without actually lying version of the descriptions of the one. So it'll be something like the large beard one. They have some things under wrap. There are cameras outside. There is a fence. It has a gate. There is a guard. There is a road to it. The other two look like fronts that look appropriate for what you would expect. And the smaller one, they don't have equipment. There is more security. There is a fence. There is a gate. There is a road.
How well guarded are they?
Compared to what?
This is not a comparison. I'm asking for the strength of their guard.
The larger weird one, 15 to 20 on average, visible. The smaller one, 10 to 15, visible. They have security. That is where most of the security is. They are the ones with more firepower.
Were you at the battle that burned down the house you were all staying at, Moriko?
Yes.
Of these guards at these camps, do you think they were better, worse, or equally armed to the people you confronted there?
Let's see. Does Moriko have enough to evaluate that?
You could give me an
She's not.
intelligence and alertness difficulty 6. You saw openly carried weapons when you were scouting them.
Yeah, but she's not a weapons person.
Jack,
Right. Yeah.
would I be able to compare the arsenal of the ones that I was tracking to the ones that fought to the ones that I was following into Denver with the rest of the monkey ranchers to the ones that attacked us? Were they equivalent, or did they get more well armed once they got here?
The one, give me an intelligence and alertness for Grania as well, standard difficulty.
And the pigeon pattern would apply because she'd be looking for like the same stuff. So yeah, so 4 successes for Moriko.
Sorry, I was intelligent.
With 4 successes on pigeon pattern, about equal, according to Moriko would think. Yeah.
Yeah. Then that's how she answers.
That was intelligence and what?
Alertness, difficulty 6.
2 successes.
With 2 successes, Grania. Well, when you were trailing them, they sure as fuck didn't have a sniper, as far as you were aware, and they definitely didn't have a Fomurai riding shotgun.
But as far as the rest of their equipment, relative equipment was it
probably other than those units increase, probably about the same. Most of the guys that you confronted directly in the truck were probably fairly equivalent.
Okay. After Moriko delivers that bit of information, so that she doesn't have to lie about knowing more to that question. So like,
she's not lying at all.
I'm gonna wait until the next question begins to be asked, assuming that it's not related to the same subject. So I guess the next question to be asked that is not related to that subject, I should say, to over the mind link. Also, their security forces can pull more people in, and they're equivalently armed wherever else they're gearing up. The people that me and my monkey wrenchers were following in were just as equally geared.
And that response waits for the next question. It's not related yet.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mentally noted.
Mordecai does not laugh, but her
There's
player
just
certainly
the
does.
slightest bit of like mental sense of humor with it.
And Mordecai hasn't made a reference as to which one of these camps she saw the spiral at yet, right?
Yep, absolutely has not yet.
Okay.
And not even just that she has not confirmed or denied
that he was.
But she knows exactly where he is or anything like that. Yeah, no, she's being very careful. Because although she said give her everything, I mean, she's not technically the boss of her.
Bugsbane.
Following.
There's something
Do we know which of these camps, if any, the spiral is likely to have frequented?
The black spiral that we hunt works for them in any possible location.
in a security capacity.
So we do not know
Not for certain.
where
yet.
he is or has been.
Has been all of them.
I could not say where he has been. I do not know. I have not been watching him every second of every day. He could have been here in Denver, walking outside this street for all we know.
But he works security. You and I both know what that means. He could be at any one of them.
Indeed.
There's something we need to broach. You might want to turn off your recorder for this.
I can edit.
Let's be upfront with each other.
Yes.
You don't want me to succeed on this. You think
I
you
haven't
don't
decided.
You think you don't want me to succeed on this. You do, and I'm going to tell you why.
All right.
If I fail, I'm out of this city. I walk away. I go back to Las Vegas with my pack. How does that leave you satisfied? I succeed. You still, regardless of what happened in the sept, you still have plenty of personal claims you can make against me for a challenge. If I'm in Vegas, you're never getting that. Never.
Give me a manipulation and expression difficulty 6.
Ask if I could tell if she believes us at this point after what Moriko and Aiden have been.
Wits and empathy difficulty 7.
Thanks.
I will spend a willpower on this because this is kind of important.
Okay.
4 successes.
I didn't want to interrupt the flow, but Sal asked over totem phone after the exchange about the recorder, "You want that recorder off, boss?"
No.
Okay.
So that would be 4 successes.
4 successes.
Yep.
All right.
For this to work, we have to actually work together. I know you don't like that idea. I'll be honest. I'm not particularly fond of it because that puts my people at threat.
Allow me to
But
ask
it
a
needs
question
to
then,
happen.
Half Moon.
Yep.
If you're so concerned with your people being at threat, why hadn't you gone back to Las Vegas before now?
There's no nice way for me to say this that doesn't throw some shade at people back in Denver, but nobody else seems to be particularly interested in solving this intrepid problem. And if we don't fix it, then they're gonna dig up whatever horrible worm monstrosity or whatever there is buried in that mountain, and everybody's gonna fucking pay. We aren't leaving because this is what we as a nation do. We throw our lives on the line for Gaia.
Give me
Heedless of the
another
threat.
give me a charisma and expression.
All right.
Standard
It is
difficulty on that one.
equally good. God damn it.
You want to spend a willpower on that one again? Because I would assume that you
I would have loved to, but I didn't say it.
I'll let you retroactively spend a
Okay,
willpower
I
on
will
that.
spend a willpower. Good thing
It
I have
felt
a
like a
gift that
willpower
allows
statement.
me. Good thing I have a gift that allows me to get willpower back because I'm
Print
down
that
to
back.
1.
Boxcars, as you're watching this, you can see her evaluating each of these statements as they come in. She's not assuming that you're lying per se, but she's not taking it for granted that you're telling the truth, and certainly not the whole truth.
Of course not.
Okay.
With 4 successes.
Mhm.
So everything is being recorded, evaluated, processed, but you can tell there's that undercurrent of, and that might be bullshit, and that might be bullshit
Mhm.
in her as that goes through.
Okay.
Honestly, you with 4 successes, you feel like she's getting a lot of pieces of information. And right now her focus is, what do these pieces of information mean if they're true? And do any of these pieces of information conflict or give the lie to any of the other things that have also been said around this table?
Yep.
She's collating and comparing at this point.
In order for us,
Aiden, you actually get a half grin.
fair enough.
Oh, all right then, Half Moon. Let's see what sort of story we can tell in these mountains.
All right. So one
The
more
first thing I want you to do, narrow down where that spiral is.
All right.
Find some way. I don't care if you have to go out there and beat the bushes yourself, bribe spirits, whatever. Within the next 24 hours, I want some actionable news on where he has been within the past week.
That is doable. There's one more thing I need to say. I think that I know you, whatever you may think. And I think when you said it, you were saying it as a flippant comeback. There isn't a single person in this pack who are cannon fodder in this situation any more than you and I or your pack. you are a good member of this nation, and you know we don't throw anybody as fucking cannon fodder unless we're willing to be the cannon fodder with them. And the only reason I'm bringing it up, I know you are on the right side of this nation. All of these people, they're not so sure, as much as I've tried to make that point. And we all need to trust each other in this situation as much as possible. And they need to know that you're not going to just throw them out there to be executed just because.
I'm like staring daggers at her over my phone while not saying anything.
Her eyes narrow just a little bit. And the phone is picked up, paused, slid back into a pocket. And she's just meeting that gaze with Aiden the entire time. She stands up, pushes her chair back. I'll expect your call in 24 hours. And she walks out.
It's fine, the point was made. I didn't expect it.
You can go ahead and give me a wits and empathy on that, Aiden, since you're the one she was making eye contact with. Difficulty 7.
Reading emotions.
Yep, that qualifies.
That would be 4 successes.
Nice. With 4, there are a few moments that Galliards like to reference. And one of the frequent sort of lone idioms from human culture is somebody with a silver tongue. That has a much different layered meaning in Garou society.
Mm-hmm.
You can see that phrase running through her head as you made that little last speech. And then she walks out the door.
He waits until she's gone to smile a little.
Yeah, I'll note she didn't say we're not cannon fodder.
She didn't, but that doesn't mean that she doesn't understand the situation.
If she'd acknowledged it, that would have been her backing down.
Exactly. She can't show that in this situation, but she understands.
I would have been more concerned if she'd actually refuted it and said that we were cannon fodder.
That would have been a lie. It wouldn't have been a lie. It would have been a lie if she said it. The fact that she doesn't carries more weight. Because she understands.
She's just trying to make it sound like she got the biggest dick in the room.
All right.
Do I need to make a roll? Does she count as mortal, or do I need to make a roll on Gaia's phone book to get her number?
For Gaia's phone book on that, you would need to make a roll.
Yeah, but
I think Gaia's phone book qualifies. Well, let me look it up again.
Well, because the other thing is, I also have the big black book, which contains the phone number of every single mortal person on Earth that has one. I'm never quite sure if that includes Garou. I mean, they're mortal.
Yeah.
Guy's phone book is more for spirits and stuff.
That's true. Yeah, no. Gaia's is for spirits. So you could big black book that one probably.
Okay. All right. She gets a text from an unknown number that's just like polite golf clap gif.
Okay.
no explanation as Sal is not saying anything to
Right.
anybody back.
Yeah.
So yeah, Aiden doesn't say anything until like he hears the car leaving out of the parking lot. And then once that's done, like, all right, so we now find out where this dude is. Marika, where is he exactly?
Mordecai will take off her necklace, and she'll start up her little. It's the right.
Is Moriko gonna do a right in the middle of a?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Just
No,
wanted
she's
to
taking
check.
it out. She's taking it out. No, she's taking it out.
That's why I asked, because it didn't feel like a very.
Well, I
Moriko
guess
thing
I
to
should
do.
say. I guess I should say more specifically. Where was he most recently?
No, hold on. She's gonna take out the map. She's gonna take out her necklace. The right of the questing stone. That's what it is. Okay.
Yep.
So the last time she did it, she is going to put it over. She's not doing the right. She's literally going to put it over the map, and she is going to demonstrate where it was pointing.
Got it.
There.
All right. We have 23 hours and 59 minutes to do whatever we want until we can call with that information. What are we doing?
Boss, I just gotta say, I think you're doing pretty good with this whole thing. I know you get somebody in the mix who's, mixing up the chain of command. We had something like this back home one time.
Oh God, no.
Not,
whatever it is, please no.
No. I think it's relevant, really, because they're not among us, but among the families.
I'm
right?
just counting right now.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm wondering how
Let's
shaggy
head
this
out
dog's
of
going
the
to
bar.
Somebody came in. Sorry, go ahead.
Let's head out of the bar.
Yeah. Let's leave the bar. That's probably a good idea.
Sure. So,
Also, do we have a place to stay?
Nope, we sure don't.
Tents.
I can make a tree stump.
I can also get us some, maybe some hotel rooms.
Please, we've been
Yeah,
camping
maybe
for
since there are
a week
people not
plus.
after you.
Yeah. Can I do an inventory of how much cash I have to figure out what I'd be able to get for my cash?
Roll your resources. Difficulty 6.
I would like to.
You cannot spend a willpower on this.
Yeah, because you can't just try hard.
Unfortunately,
to
you
have more money.
Spend this
can't
money
make more
so
money
goddamn
happen
hard.
by really focusing.
Can I
God, my life would be so much easier.
take an inventory of my current on-hand cash?
Can I?
Yeah.
Should I just
Resources
roll
standard
40
difficulty.
10?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I would like to roll my
Fuck yeah.
gift ability.
3 successes.
3 successes for Sal. All right. And Grania.
I'm trying to make the roll. Hang on.
finally have my fucking 3-dot fetish back. Took long enough.
There you go. I am the storyteller. I giveth the backgrounds, and the backgrounds I taketh away.
3
Oh,
successes.
good. What happens?
3 successes for Grania as well.
Yep.
Out of great respect and appreciation for Star versus the Forces of Evil, between the two of you, you have $650 cash.
Which means,
And
which means Sal
Aiden, what
goes,
were you rolling for?
That was an attempt for strength of purpose.
Oh no, you can't use strength of purpose for the next day, my guy. You
That's fine.
botched.
That's fine. I will live off my 1 willpower and then get 1 when we sleep.
So, Craig, if I may, I feel like what happens there is Sal very, sort of almost pitifully indicates that he has $325, to which Grania responds much more happily, I've got $325.
Okay. Well, yeah. No.
Yeah, I think Sal is like looking over everything and would not say this out loud. But he's like, I knew I shouldn't have let Dakota order one of everything on the menu.
Dakota doesn't get money, so don't let her just use your card.
Sal is, like all great people, assuaging his guilt by spending money. So, yeah, okay. So, I mean, That could certainly get us a couple nights at a motel.
That's good enough for me.
I mean, more than that if we don't mind the doubling, tripling up.
Not to be that person, but we might
you already
need
are
this $600 and some odd dollars that we've got on us in cash for things like bandages, food, ammunition,
armor.
I can do some of that.
Might
not the only people with
want
resources.
A hotel room, a couple of hotel rooms for a few nights. That's going to be expensive, and that's going to be a pretty nice chunk of that cash.
I'm saying a motel.
Now, not to be mean, but only Aiden is forbidden from going back into Denver.
That is also legitimately fair.
I've got an apartment. It's big enough for all of us to crash in, except for Aiden, obviously.
If they fucking track this down at a place I rented through a shell corp, they sure as hell know where you live.
Probably, yeah, but they're not going to launch a full frontal assault on a downtown apartment in the middle of Denver.
No, they won't.
That's going to require a lot more red tape than just bombing a resort house out in the boonies.
And that's great. So we're just going to leave the boss out here.
No, obviously not. I'm not going to stay out here by myself.
I will stay out here with Aiden.
I am also privy to my rule that nobody goes anywhere alone.
Yeah.
You'll leave Aiden with the most relevant warriors in case of ambush. So at the very least, I will stay with Aiden.
I don't think we should split up. We only have 23 hours and 50 minutes now.
I tell you what. We will cross this bridge of where to sleep when we get to it, because we might, whatever we're doing, we might end up in the middle of the fucking woods anyways.
You're right. And also, I got to finish telling that story. So
anyway, Jack, what time is it?
It's about 8 p.m. I think it was, roughly.
So I got a boss. The bridge that we're coming to is like 3 hours out.
Do you think I'm not willing to go out investigating into the woods at 2 o'clock in the morning? Because I am.
Sure.
Good news is I did get us some new wheels.
Oh, good.
With cash?
Legally acquired?
Yeah, legally acquired. What do you take me for?
With cash?
Yeah, don't worry about it.
I worry about it, Sal.
Particularly
when you don't answer a very simple yes/no question without a yes or a no.
Yeah, it's really frustrating, isn't it, Ragabash?
Yeah, in this particular case, though, if it's a no, we die.
What are we doing next? Where are we going?
We are going. Where is your illicitly obtained vehicle, Sal?
It's totally legitimate. Where is it, Jack?
Not the point. That's not the question I'm asking.
It's up in Arvada, which is probably about 20-minute drive from where you're at right now.
All right, let's go there. It's split into 2 vehicles.
Wherever Aiden goes, that's where Mordecai's going.
I mean, we only have 1 vehicle right now, so we have to go there.
No, we're driving up there and then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Get in the car.
I'm not gonna lie, I legitimately feel good about everything that's happened today.
So
almost looking at Grania, everything that's happened today.
Hey, it was a real sweet
Shut
text
up.
you sent me.
Shut up now.
Hey,
fucking new piece of shit.
Hey,
you handed that phone to a Ragabash. What did you expect?
You were saying, Sal.
Oh.
You're on the
So,
you're the good Ragabash now.
So Well, let's see if that lasts for the drive, because the entirety of the drive is spent regaling you with this this person that has joined the families back in Manhattan and comes in at a low level, is essentially running around, works their way up to Condottiere, and then the way that the story is told starts to lean in the direction that you think this person's going to wind up being a mole. But then they continue to work their way up higher and higher, and eventually become head of one of the families in New York. Again, not wise guys, not guru, but just normal human. And Sal goes, and then wouldn't you know it? Somebody finally, we get one of our guys in there with Senator True Form, and we come up, and this son of a bitch risen all the way high up, and we've been wondering, hey, who's this guy sleeping with? Who's this guy turning over? Turns out he's one of those fucking fairy types, like a changeling, right? Worked his way fucking up. And so that's the last fucking time I hear any more about a fucking fairy godfather.
So throughout this entire thing, once we got into the car, Aiden very quietly
That's how shaggy that dog was.
Slipped an earbud into his ear and has been listening to playlists on Spotify, keeping one away so that when it ends, he can be like, "Yep, sounds legit."
So, Sal, the purchase you made was actually, so it was one of those, you go through the website, and the website is pulling the options in the area, so you're not purchasing, you're purchasing through an app rather than directly from the location.
Right.
And comes out to what turns out to be a used car lot in Arvada.
Okay.
They give you an address. It's a used car lot by the name of Werther's Original Used Vehicles. And apparently they will do late night transactions. So they're that sort of used car lot.
It's like the sign that says like open all night, no questions asked, and sounds like perfectly legitimate.
Also known as the kind of place where you're never going to be able to trace that transaction because that transaction never happened.
Right.
Yep. But crap, now I can't remember. What did I tell you it was? Was it a Nissan Armada?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Sal does a transaction and is now the proud owner of a 2020 navy blue Nissan Armada, which has a fair bit of cargo space to it. So it's not a small SUV.
It is. I think it is bigger than the old one, but not quite a limo, which was the
right.
other
Yep.
thing I had asked about.
Yeah, even for Sal, finding a short order limo for purchase in the Denver area was going to be a slightly more difficult ask. But a new vehicle is acquired, and you guys, by the time that's over, it's pushing 10:30, 11 p.m. Is anything happening in the meantime, or are we moving along to what's next?
Do I have any sense if any of my shell corps? I mean, I feel like, am I correct in my assumption that pretty much any kind of bank withdrawal is risky, given what's happened?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. That thus your earlier comment about you giveth backgrounds and taketh them away.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Well, Sal is
you utilized your safest avenues that you felt possible. Yeah.
Oh wait. Okay, so I'm actually picking up from a living guy, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like you're met by a human.
Can I sell him on Glambro? Can I make some money that way?
You can certainly try.
Fuck yeah.
It's not going to be enough to alter your effective resources.
Oh.
But if you want to just if you just want to make a fun roll to see how good a salesman Sal is, you can do manipulation and expression difficulty 7.
Right back.
Yo.
Beautiful.
Let me just check. Just a little thing. Let me check it. Not subterfuge.
No, because you're trying to sell him a thing that you have information for. You're not trying to sell him some beachfront property in Nevada.
Well, okay. I mean, I am selling him glam, bro. But okay.
Right.
Point taken. Does bullshitting at least apply?
Sure.
Okay. Said expression, and I'm sorry. What was the difficulty?
7.
Okay. So I add a mod for my specialization, right?
No, it's just if you get any 10s, they count as 2 successes, not 1.
God, I don't know why I can't remember that. I'm sorry.
That's a good.
Just 1 success.
Just 1 success.
Yeah.
So in the transaction, you managed to work in your energy drink supplement into the conversation, and the gentleman seems interested in the possible value himself, as well as maybe a few of his friends, and gives you $100.
And remember, you got to bring a few friends in,
and expects his shipment sometime within the next week.
All right, great. I will dutifully take down his information.
Okay.
So while Sal is doing this, Aiden's gonna go over to Alex. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Okay. You sure?
Yeah, what are we doing next? What's happening?
Well, we're getting a car. It is getting a little bit late, as much as I said go out in the woods at 2:00 in the morning. Be frank, we don't know where to look at the moment. Because I'm assuming that the one thing we've got going for us is these fucking fetishes.
We don't know where they are.
We don't know exactly where they are. We'll have to figure that out.
How?
I'll be honest, finding fetishes is not my forte. If I had to guess, it would probably involve a trip across the Umbra to ask the local spirits of items of particular power. Fetishes have gnosis. The spirits are going to know where they are. But that's going to take a long time. I don't know if we're actually ready for that tonight, or if we should go start looking in the morning. Once Sal finishes whatever the fuck he's doing right now, I'm afraid to even look in that direction.
Selling glam, bro.
Mother. All right.
Alex would assume that.
Meanwhile, off to one side, next to Ingvar, Grania is watching this whole proceeding. Go. I mean, I'd much rather just mug him. It's at least honest.
But once that's done, we'll talk and see if we do this tonight or we do this tomorrow morning, first thing. Because when we get up, we're going to have 12, 13 hours maybe.
I just want a plan for where we're going, or like what's the priority, where
I mean, I feel like the priority right now I'm legitimately conflicted about that. And it's really, really hard for me not to say just going with the flow and killing this fucking spiral. I don't think that should be our priority.
Mm.
Not at the moment. I think, let me rephrase that. That's part of what we're trying to do and would definitely help what we're trying to do. But and what's difficult for me is not looking past that and seeing it's not just that's not the end goal. The end goal is stopping them from uncovering this horrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm
doing
thinking
that so that it's not another suicidal mission.
You know, it may not seem like it right now, but in a weird way, we're better equipped now than we were earlier in the day because we have help. It's not help that likes us. Actually, that's not true. On one hand, it's not help that likes us, and on the other help is help that may not like us and may not be entirely trustworthy.
Definitely doesn't like the same thing that we're trying to kill.
Well, on one hand, it's Isabel and Herpeck, and on the other hand, it's Will. I think Will has the same priorities as we do. It's just who the fuck knows.
That ritual. Sorry.
Which ritual?
The scent of the true form. I thought you would.
No, I didn't. It was a dumb move on my part not to. Actually, I think I did, and I think I just screwed it up. If I remember correctly, I think I tried to, and it went wrong.
I really want to, if we're going to try and find fetishes, I've been trying to talk to more people and spirits and get better at that, but I'm crap at it. There's some, I know there are gifts that I think could help. I need time to do that, though.
Mm-hmm.
In between all of the, we have to rush to this and this and this and pick up after Sal, who got himself thrown across a mountain.
I would like to wit some
And the
empathy. Somebody who's getting angry.
What?
Sure. Wits
I want to
and
wit
difficulty
some empathy
6.
you.
Okay.
It's like 8 successes.
You see into her soul.
Oh boy, I guess. I mean, let's see. This is a lot of like stuff that she's bottled up. I think it's gonna all strike Aiden as like it's stacked up on top of each other, and so it's built up for a little bit. Not all of it is like as well. not all of it's like as important as each other. All of the weird little things that have stacked up, that have been annoying her. Mostly, she is frustrated with Aiden and his leadership.
Okay.
She thinks he hasn't been, his hands-off style isn't working right now, in her opinion.
Okay.
It's like she wants, I don't know if you get what she wants, but
Right.
she's frustrated by that. She doesn't think it's working. Yeah.
It's okay. So yeah, Aiden takes a second, like there goes, looks around. Come with me for a sec. We're gonna walk just somewhere where nobody else is.
You can get
Down
out
an
onto.
alleyway,
I was gonna say you can
fucking-
get out of the used car lot, down an alleyway a little bit. Yeah, you know, within shouting distance, but
Yep.
you know.
Let loose.
What?
You have things that you really want to say.
This is not the time or
This
the
is-
place. She looks
this
up
is
and down the alley.
This is exactly the time and exactly the place. Because if not now, there will always be a reason for you to say it's not the time or the place. You're holding back because for reasons.
Know what you fucking want? This is just, it's always going to be like this. So you just have to deal with it. I'll be fine.
Nope, that's not acceptable.
Alex, roll me willpower, difficulty 7.
Sorry. Is that my current willpower? Or it's the same. It's 4. I don't think there's a way to. Oh wait, there is a way to roll willpower. Hang on.
Yeah, you just click the
There we
button
go.
that says
I
willpower.
got it.
Yep.
I figured it out.
There you go. There you
7.
go.
3 successes.
The emotions and anger and frustration of the past week and change have been building. You can feel the pressure in you, but there's a wall there.
Yep.
And you glance over Aiden's shoulder and you see the moon rising up for the first time this evening.
Oh,
Everybody gets their rage.
Oh, good.
What kind of moon is it?
It is I think tonight was the half moon. So
Did
Philodoxes
we
are at
get
full.
full?
Ah!
Boy.
Of course, we finally get to the point where, like, you get full. I was one off.
Yep.
I'm already full up. What does that do? Am
It
I
does
just
nothing.
There? Okay.
Right,
Cool.
yeah. So you're just there. Mhm.
Cool.
Everybody else, I think, gets 3.
I'm already full, so it doesn't matter.
I'm full.
Yeah,
So-
most of us are full.
I have a question because I legitimately don't know the answer to this. Does Aiden know that Alex is short for something? I don't know. I legitimately can't remember if that's ever if her full first name has ever been mentioned.
Yeah, it has because
Okay.
her mentors call her Alexandra.
So
Mm.
Aiden
Yeah.
goes, Alexandra, you are not leaving this alleyway until you have yelled at me without holding back. And if I have to knock your ass on the ground, I fucking will and hold you there.
Alex, roll me willpower, difficulty 8.
Okay. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Let me try that again. It would have been plus 8. That would not be right. 1 success.
That wall flexes just a little bit, but it doesn't break.
That's not.
You guys vamp. I'll be right back.
Okay.
That's not going to help anything. It's not your. It's all of this with coming to Denver and, ooh, cool, this is the first place I've ever been that's not Las Vegas.
Mhm.
And we have to immediately leave because of the situation. And there's so much
So much what?
you aren't.
I'm not
Want. I don't want to do this here now with you.
I want to explain to you why it has to be now. And I understand that you don't want to, but the reason it has to be now is because we are going into a situation that is above and beyond what we've done so far. I need you to feel like you are not,
Send
you have
chat
not
message.
had to hold anything back. I need you to come to terms with your frustration, because I think the fact that you hold back so much is a big part of why it's a big part of why you don't feel comfortable in things. I think you are afraid to let go. And that's a problem, because I don't think you trust yourself enough. And I will say it again. You're not fucking leaving this alley until you do. They can sit there and wonder what the fuck is going on. I don't care. If you lose control, that's okay, because it's me and I can do things to mitigate that. This is literally the safest place for you to potentially lose control.
No, it's not. The safest place would be in the middle of nowhere.
But you're not always going to be in the middle of nowhere when you're close to it. What am I doing wrong?
It's not all you. She's going
Right.
to try and leave.
He's going to try and trip you.
Yeah.
And at the arbitration of rules needed is where we're going to take our break. So
That's legit.
those of you that are watching, please stay tuned for these current messages. And remember, when we take our break, you take your break. So stand up, stretch your legs, grab a drink, do whatever you need to do. We'll be back in just a few minutes. And we're back. A dinosaur story.
Make
All
sure
right.
the audio is working before you step away, John.
Yep, it is.
So the pair of philodoxes are philodoxing in an alleyway.
Yep.
It sounded a lot creepier than I meant it to.
Little bit.
and- So who's trying to trip who?
Aiden's-
Aiden is trying.
Aiden is
Alex
taking
is
away
trying
the
to
lands.
leave the alley, and Aiden is trying to trip Alex.
Like with your, is this
With
an
my
Iskaku
staff.
trip? Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
Full on
Uh,
Niskaku trip.
Are you activating your fetish?
In this case, no, I'm going to need that Gnosis later.
Okay.
I only
okay.
got the one.
All right. All right.
But I have improved my dex recently.
Oh, well, that's
So,
I
and my
feel
Iskaku
paradox.
for that point. So let me make sure. Okay, good. I am on Hamid. I'm not in Clapro.
Yep.
Really?
Wow.
It's not a botch.
Oh.
Oh no, it is. It's difficult. Why is it difficulty 8? Is it take away the
Because
land
it's
dip 8?
difficult. Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Wow.
right.
Excellent.
So
Aiden.
What did I do? Did I just smack the wall or something?
I would say, did
I-
you trip?
I was gonna say, I feel like you reach out with your staff to attempt a trip. This is also your pack mate, and this is more of a. This is not a full-on combat situation.
No.
You are just trying to.
I'm trying to
Get somebody to
annoy. I'm trying to
stop, right.
annoy Alex into losing.
Alex is walking with purpose, and the stick was meant to hit the ankle, but as it comes around, the ankle hits the stick, and it just flips out of your grasp and scatters maybe 20 feet down the alley.
Okay.
Alex.
I'm walking where I want to get a sense of layout. So I'm
Yeah.
in an alley right now.
Mhm.
We're in a town, city,
Uh,
small thing?
Town.
Okay.
Yeah. Town, quasi suburb. You know.
Are we on the edge of it? Is there like forest out there? Or
No,
is okay.
it's civilization in all four directions.
Okay. I'm gonna do something inadvisable. We're in an
boy.
alley. There's no people around. There's no humans around.
No.
I am going to try and cross the gauntlet.
Oh, okay. Roll Gnosis. Diff here 8.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
Can I spend willpower on it?
Oh, for sure.
I would like to. Gnosis +1. Diff.
Not +1.
Oh, not
just
plus
if
one?
you
Oh, yeah,
whatever
that's right.
whatever your roll is, you'll just have an auto success. on
That's
there.
right. I remember how to play this game. But
No, you don't. That's a lie.
you.
None of us do. I don't.
2 successes.
Quite.
With 2 successes, yep. You
Start the
slip acro-
process.
right, yeah. Slip across the gauntlet. It's only going to take you like 30 seconds to complete it.
I
Okay.
am following.
Okay. You also roll
Gnosis versus 8.
Gnosis stiff 8. Yep.
Yep. I am
Are-
not spending
I
willpower.
was
I,
gonna say,
only have the one.
All right.
This is where I botch and get stuck.
I know.
Well, It's happened before.
There you go.
Nope. I come
Hey.
across the exact
I love
same
it.
time. Yes.
Try to cross the gauntlet to get away from Aiden. Aiden's just there.
Right. Yeah. So basically, you step out and almost immediately kind of glance over your shoulder, and there's Aiden also stepping out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Importantly,
Did you
without
think
his
we were
staff.
done? We're not.
I was gonna say, you did just leave your fetish in the alley there?
I can send we can still communicate through.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Somebody get my staff. It's in the alleyway.
Where
Var
are
goes
you?
to walk over to get it because she's the only person who's not really involved in a scene right now.
Fair.
I mean, I'm also not involved in the scene. So I'll rule of 2. I'll stay with Ingvar.
Yeah. So you two walk into an alley. There's a full-length Iskaku staff just laying on the ground, and nobody else is around.
Ingvar picks it up, stands it, inhales.
Hey, can I see that for a second?
No.
Back to the umbrella.
And that's why you're beta.
There we go. Beautiful. I love it.
Fantastic.
I'm sorry, did you think
Aiden
we
and
were
Alex.
done? We're done when I say we are.
It's not okay. Part of it's you. Part of it's the fact that we are two separate packs that have been forced to work together because of this, and we aren't one pack right now because Moriko, even though we are a pack, doesn't trust the rest of us enough to tell us all of the details on
Yep.
like what we are going to be doing.
That is her failing, and that is something that she needs to work on. Don't you think that's next?
Fine. Okay. Go do that then.
Nope. This is the priority.
the pained moan.
It was real good.
Listen. I understand this is hard for you. But you know what? Sometimes things are hard and you just have to do them.
I'm not a child. I know that.
So adult up and do what your alpha is fucking asking you to do. Let go and just
when
if you need to get this frustration out in a fight, we can do that too.
Hey, Alex. Willpower,
Yeah.
difficulty 9.
Okay.
As it gets harder and
As
harder
I-
until
yep,
you eventually
yep,
roll difficulty 10.
I am 100% trying to goad you into fucking losing it.
Sorry, that was the wrong. I did not do diff 9 on that.
Actually,
It's fine. It's still the same botch, or it's not a botch, but still
Yeah.
it would be the same failure even if it was diff 9.
Okay. Yeah.
There's cracks in that wall. I'll let you decide if it breaks now or later.
Yeah. She's doing like the angry tear thing, which sucks. And she's trying to hold it together. It's not fixable. It's always going to be like this.
you don't know that. You're assuming that. But if you don't tell me the problem, I can't fix the problem.
Your stupid letter said that.
All right, let's get into this.
I just it's just
What part of that pissed you off the most? Was it the idea that it's okay that you didn't get everything you wanted, or the fact that life isn't fucking fair in the nation?
I know that already.
I know you know that.
Yeah.
I told you you know that.
It never will be. That was the part. Okay?
not fair doesn't necessarily mean all bad. You know that, right?
Yeah.
It's not that it's not fair and we're doomed. It's not that it's not fair and that nothing's ever going to succeed or you can't ever achieve what you think you need to. It's that life isn't the nation isn't fair, or the litany isn't fair. The world isn't, because of the systems fit up. And when you put people into those systems, no matter how good they are, they're going to screw it up because we can't help ourselves. And that's your problem. It's the same problem that a few other people in this pack have, is that you are expecting yourself to be perfect and succeed all the time. And if you can't succeed, and I know why you think that. I know part of why you think that. And no, that's not fair. But if you don't express these things to your pack, and I'm pretty sure maybe you've talked to Dakota about this, maybe you've talked to Sal or Ingvar. It's entirely possible. I'm going to hazard a guess you haven't.
Sal wants everyone to feel better.
Mm-hmm.
So, no.
Why do you think that is?
Why? Okay, pivot. Am I psychoanalyzing him now?
You don't have to. Don't think about this too hard. You're in your head. You are in your head so much. And we as a people, that's important. It's important to think about things, but we as a people are both instinct and reason. You have to allow for the other and you have to trust that. And you don't trust it in yourself. And to be honest, I think because you don't trust it in yourself, you don't fully trust everybody in this pack. Otherwise, you'd be comfortable telling them these things. Sal is the way that he is and wants to make people feel better because he doesn't feel good about himself. I know this really well because I was there too, only I didn't try to make other people feel better. That's why he's better than I am in a lot of things.
Damn right.
You know that's the answer too. But I don't think you trust yourself, your judgments enough for that. As a Phildox, you need to be able to trust your instincts and your judgments about things.
I don't have the experience, though.
The experience just happens. Nobody has the experience to start. You're better at this than I was when I was where you are.
Really believe that, but okay.
Yes, I absolutely 100% believe that. I could not have made those arguments that you made earlier today. And you made those. Think about this. You did as well as you did, you and Dakota both, when you don't trust yourself and don't trust your opinions. If you have the confidence in yourself to be able to do that, think about how much you could accomplish. And part of that needs to be when you see things that I'm doing wrong, as the other Philodox in this group, you need to be able to tell me that. I'm not saying if you're not comfortable with it, don't shout it out in front of everybody, but take me aside, let me know. I will listen to you. Okay?
Marco said when you shifted.
Sorry, the first part of that got cut off.
Did you hear what Moriko said when you shifted?
No.
We were out in the open. We were by a road. A car could have come by. It could have not had its lights on.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, are you kidding? I've been off my game since I got to Denver. Nobody doubts this. I've got a lot on my mind. I need to be told these things because that's a basic mistake I should not have made. I'm smarter than that.
Yep.
You're not wrong.
I don't like this not telling the selective threading of the needle with Bloodsbane. It's dangerous.
It absolutely is. I'm not a fan of it either. I think I would hope, based on how I've behaved with her, I would love to be fully open about everything. I think we can start to be now that we've established some boundaries. I had to do that first, but she had to get her shit out first. She had to basically establish control, and then I had to push back. It couldn't be done in the reverse order. Because then she's on the defensive. We can't put her on the defensive in this situation, because then she's not open to potentially being trusted or trusting us.
Okay.
I don't like how any of this is playing out, even when it's the best way that it could have possibly came out today. If it were up to me, I'm not going to say this to anybody else. If it were up to me, it would have ended with her and me fighting. Because that's the way that this actually ends. And when I baited her earlier in order to keep her from fucking this whole thing up, I wasn't lying. I still want that to happen. Because otherwise, no matter what the set says, I'm always going to have to wonder about her and her pack. I don't want to do that. But if we can start to get her open and start to get her understanding us, maybe we can make some leeway. And maybe we can actually deal with Intrepid instead of floundering around waiting for one of us to fuck over the other.
We can get the location of the spiral tour before that 24 hours.
Yep.
That will help.
Absolutely. That's why I'm hoping to get to get our recon done on the fetishes before 8 p.m.
Should let everyone know that it's going to be an early morning.
Yep. That's the plan.
Where are we sleeping tonight? Hotel?
Listen, you're not entirely wrong. I am making some of this shit up as I go along because there's no other way to do it. I don't know right now. Probably a hotel, at least for one night. It's going to make some of the people in the pack a little bit more at ease.
Just make a decision.
I do. And people push back, and that's fine. That's what they're supposed to do. I understand that the way I do things is a little more democratic than others. But I make decisions.
I don't mind that bit. It's when we get paralyzed by that, and then we have two Ragabashes going at each other.
You don't find that at least a little funny? No, I get you. I fully understand.
The sigh is audible to the other side of the gauntlet.
Right? It travels through the
Speaking
pack.
of the other side of the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Dakota, you look up, and Sal is over by the counter, apparently waiting for the guy to come back with probably more paperwork from the signatures that Sal's already had to put out.
She'll walk over to Sal.
Hey, Dakota, you looking at the car too?
She looks very, like, you can tell, she looks very serious right now. Not normal perky Dakota.
Oh, you've been looking at the price tags.
I need to talk to you, Sal.
Yeah. What's Sure. I got some time. You ever try to fill out one of these things? It takes for fucking ever. Can we do it here, or is this kind of hush hush kind of thing?
Are we away from most of the people right now?
Yeah, you can. This would be considered more or less, by human standards, reasonably private.
Okay. Here's fine.
Okay. Fire away.
So, you know how much I love you.
Yeah, technically.
You know that you're the big brother I've always wanted.
Technically, you're the sister I never had. I mean, I got a sister, but she's the worst. So you're like the one I never had.
I want to take care of everyone and keep them safe and keep them from doing stupid things that are going to get them hurt.
With these fucking yahoos. Yeah, I'll help you out with it. No problem.
Sal.
So giddy.
Sal.
Yeah.
I am working overtime when it comes to you. And it is stressing me out.
Look. Kind of pauses and sets down the pen, but is still looking down at the paper now. He says, "I'm sorry, right? I'm not. I ain't been trying to stress you out. It's just been a weird couple days, you know. I mean, I don't usually get chucked halfway across the fucking state, and I know I get shot a lot, but not normally kind of right up off the jump. So
that one wasn't your fault. You couldn't help being shot.
Yeah.
But it's not. So it's not just a few days, okay? This has been building for a while, and it's getting really difficult. And you putting yourself in the line of fire, like what happened back there with Aiden and Ingvar, that physically hurt me to see you like that. And you testing Grania before we're about to go into the trial. We don't need that. You keep saying that you're working on it, but I'm not seeing any progress.
He looks up and looks at you. I mean, in my defense, it's only been a couple days since I actually started working on it, and I ain't really had a good night's sleep. But meant what I said. You obviously, I care about everybody in this pack, even though I fucking can't stand some of them sometimes. But you and Boxcars, you guys are family. You especially. I meant what I said. You're like the sister I always wanted. You know, somebody that gets me. Somebody that I can trust. It's been a long time, Technicolor, since I've had somebody that I thought I could trust, and also somebody I can watch movies with what ain't seen them before, because that's real special. I know you don't really get that yet, but okay, back to the big stuff. Having somebody to trust and feeling like I got somebody to watch my back, and knowing that I'm watching their back. You're right. I ain't doing such a good job watching my own back. And I spent so long watching my own back, that I guess I got kind of stupid when I felt like maybe I didn't have to all the time. But that don't mean I gotta, there's a middle ground there. You're right. I can trust a pack, but I don't gotta be making stupid stuff. But you gotta understand, part of what I'm here for is to make people examine themselves and what they're doing. Not you, Technicolor. You're doing great. You're there to
Sal, roll perception and occult difficulty 6.
Right. And occult difficulty 6. Zero.
Okay. There is a crack inside your head.
A what?
A crack.
Okay.
Inside your head.
Are we talking a sound, a metaphor, or is my brain hemorrhaging?
Yes.
Yes.
all of the above. All right.
And you hear a voice. Do not use your new moon as an excuse. And you have acquired the one-eyed flaw. You can't see out of your dominant eye anymore.
Oh shit.
Does it make any difference that I was going somewhere with that, or
nope?
Okay. All right.
You were given direct instructions by your totem. Is he wearing his sunglasses right now?
No.
Okay. Dakota, give me perception alertness difficulty 6. Which eye is dominant on Sal? Is he right or left?
He's left eye dominant.
Okay.
2 successes.
Sal's left eye clouds over and goes stark pale gray. You can't see a pupil or an iris or anything.
Sal?
Just a cloudy orb.
What happened to your eye?
I just got fucking bitch smacked by Dusty. So apparently I'm not supposed to say that I did nothing because I was a ragabash when I was trying to walk you through what happened. So I can't really see out of this side, right? And he's kind of moving his hand a little bit, like nothing, no light perception. Is that true?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. No, you are completely blind in your left eye.
So that one's gone.
Will it come back?
Probably. Yeah, probably in time. Look, I think this subtle reminder from everybody's favorite little dust ball is that it's on me. It's on me not to ragabash, just to rustle people's jitties. And just because I'm pissed off. It's on me to challenge things when it's useful, but otherwise make sure I'm helping out and not making things worse. And you're right, I don't always do that so good.
To be honest, you don't do that a lot lately.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we can all agree it was probably better that I didn't say nothing when we was at the trial. And I kept my mouth shut real good in there.
You did.
Yeah.
Before that, though, you didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I'm kind of working on that. Dealing with this whole thing with Will, you know, I got to be honest, it kind of knocked me for a loop here this evening, finding out that, I mean, with him being, you know, an Oisha and all, damn it, Technicolor, that means he ain't going to be able to teach me that throwing thing, doesn't it?
Okay,
And he's like
so,
legitimately starting to tear up. You don't know how often I've been thinking about throwing guys halfway across fucking Jersey.
Sal, okay, this is what I'm talking about.
All right. It just like immediately, like the affect of sadness drops. All right. I'm sorry. I meant what I said the other day. I appreciate that I don't do what I'm supposed to be doing, and I look to you to show me how to do that. So should I just fucking shut up and drive?
No,
Like the song, that's a good song. You know that one?
I don't know that one.
All right, we gotta listen to that. But
Okay. No, Sal, especially not now because you can't see out of that eye.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for it to be like, no, you shouldn't do that. You can't
Oh,
drive.
you can take a rage from that if you want.
me, I can take a rage.
Yeah, you can take a rage from that if you want.
I am over my max.
Sal, there's plenty you can do to help this pack. It's just
nothing I'm fucking good at.
No, you're good at a lot.
I'm good at lying to people. I'm not supposed to be doing that.
There are times when lying to people is helpful.
Not up here, Technicolor. I knew fucking who I was. And he's really getting worked up now. I knew fucking who I was in New York. I knew fucking who I was in Las Vegas. We're fucking here. What am I supposed to be? Huh? I'm a fucking gangster in the Old West. The fuck is this? You don't see any other wise guys around here? Because I sure fucking don't. I got nothing. I was building things back up in Vegas. We left again. We're up here. I got nothing. Now I can't even fucking see straight. I can't even fucking shoot.
Sal?
And he's yelling at this point, and
and she's raising her voice.
Do Ingvar and I and Mariko all hear this now?
Well, did Ingvar and Grania come
We're
straight
in
back?
an
as
alley.
You,
Like
I,
I said,
Alley? I have no idea spatially where
Mariko
we're at,
definitely
so.
does.
Yep, Monica's just listening. Yep. if they lower their voices again, she might activate one of her other things, but
protection,
but that just depends on what just gets said. in the next little
Well,
bit.
at the yelling, a salesman comes out of a back room. Oh, hey, is everything all right out here?
This
Everything-
fucking. Well,
Sal.
actually, let me roll willpower.
Wait a second.
Can
What the
spend
fuck
a willpower,
accent
you
was
can
that?
spend
Hang
a
on.
willpower if you want. That's a
This
good
guy's
question.
about
Why
to
did
get murdered.
Ingvar's dad come over here to sell cars?
There's Norwegian people elsewhere, you know.
Right.
What's my difficulty?
I'm Jarl
on falling
Balgruuf.
down?
It was either Ingvar's dad or the Swedish chef. I couldn't tell.
Bork, bork, bork.
Different.
Ingvar walks in there.
It
Father?
honestly sounded to me more like somebody who just moved from like Wisconsin.
I was
That's
considering
what I was going for.
Like Michigan,
getting
Upper
Midwest.
I was
Michigan.
going
Yeah.
for
I was getting-
Wisconsin
I was getting
or
Midwest, yeah.
North Minnesota.
Oh,
Yeah.
gosh, yeah,
Absolutely
you know?
not. what I got.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm so glad you started cooking again.
What's my
Now I need to listen to Midwestern dirty talk.
what's
No,
my
you do not.
Yes,
No,
no,
you do
you
not.
don't
Difficulty
understand.
That
7, I'll
TikTok-
say.
that TikTok
That's out
is
of context,
banned.
but it is amazing. There's 10 of them now.
Get some
Oh my
Wisconsin.
God.
Oh, there's 10. There's 10. I was at 3.
Wiscussy.
I did not need that information.
I
Yes,
thought
you
there were
did.
10.
Yes, you did.
So yeah, willpower difficulty 7 for Sal right about now, probably. We'll start him out at the bottom of the stack.
holy shit?
There you
The
go.
man is rock solid. Holy crap!
Holy crap!
Sal
Sal takes the veil very seriously.
turns around
Sal takes the
and
veil.
says, it's this goddamn small print, and I left my glasses at home, and I don't see so good out of this eye no more, and it just makes me
Oh well, we
so
can
mad.
get you another pair. You betcha.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
And he scrambles in and he grabs out, and you see he's got 3 or 4 sets of reading glasses in this drawer, and he just
Other people left
hands you a
behind.
little horn rim pair.
Sal looks at it and turns up and gives this guy a long look and says, yeah, you wouldn't want the fucking old folks to come in and not be able to sign the contracts, would you?
Oh no.
What'd you say your name was there?
So
Oh, Oscar.
Oscar what? I'm so appreciative. I just want to know. I want to leave you a real good review.
No.
Oscar McCarthy.
Oh, Oscar McCarthy. I'll shake his hand.
Yeah.
This big old grin. Go.
My dad was Irish.
It's a real 80 days
As I
around
completely
the world
lose the
with you,
thread of
Oscar.
everything that's happening right now.
You
It's-
son of a
it's
bitch!
real-
I
it's a real
almost
80
choked
days
on my
around the world
food.
with you. Real 80 days around the world with you, Oscar. I appreciate it. Big grin.
Well, here's the rest of the documents.
Get those taken care of.
And he'll point out a few spots, and you're the owner of a car. Here's your keys, sir.
Great. Thank you, Oscar.
and at that Dakota's gonna pull
Oh,
Sal
and
out
don't
of
forget
there.
your promotional. And he hands you a small packet of Werther's Originals.
Fantastic. Just the kind of thing that you like that may have on hand when the older folks stop by. Make them feel real comfortable.
Well, you pass that along to your mother then.
Yeah, I'll make sure I do. Thanks, Oscar MacArthur.
He'll give you a nod and grab up the papers and head on back to the back.
Dakota will pull him out of there and away from it.
I just real quick, I just got to get on my phone and I just got to register the new car. No, it's a legal thing, Dakota. You got to do this or it's not legal. And I
You
don't
can
want-
do it after we talk.
No, I got to do it, while we're still here in the building. Real quick. I'm just real quick setting up a backdoor on this guy's computer with my phone.
Give me an intelligence and computers. Difficulty 7.
I'm definitely going to spend a willpower on this if I may.
Sure.
All right.
This poor fuck.
Also, did he just call her Dakota?
If I did it, if I did, it was an accident. It was an accident out of character.
Okay, I was just curious if we've reached that point.
No. He would still definitely
Okay.
be her Technicolor.
It's like it's not the worm's taking Sal. He's calling Dakota.
That's how we know.
The imposter Sal comes up and calls, and it seems to be going perfectly, and then the shibboleth gives him away when he calls Dakota by her name.
Yep. And just without a moment of pause, like the rest of the pack is all
It's like
just
murder.
Points got
Murders.
boo-boo.
Right. 2 successes. You've probably got access to some systems here if you need to try and futz with some stuff a little later.
We've all seen Fargo. There are going to be some missing car numbers showing up in this guy's inventory, which he cannot explain.
Dakota will impatiently wait in the
All
corner.
right. I'll do it as fast as I can. Oh, all right. Technicolor.
5 minutes and he's over.
All right, when he's done, she will pull him away from the building and away from everything.
That fucking guy.
So,
So Mariko, are you
Yep.
gonna just sit by yourself in the lobby?
I was gonna say I'm mostly at
used
this
car?
point. As I say, it's gonna be a hard thing because they obviously want to be alone, and she would not actually like overhear them if she doesn't move with them.
Mhm.
And at this point, she's gonna have to wait for Ingvar and Grania to come back in order to tell them where they went. But she's watching where Sal and Dakota go. If they go too far, she might say something else or start moving to where she can see them. But no. As long as people are just doing their like conversations where there's no chance that she's gonna have to go over there and like fix something. No, she's just waiting to see what happens. So nope, she'll report to Ingvar and Grania where Dakota and Sal went. But since the only options at this point are for her to either go back to the alley I don't think they're gonna be. I mean, they're coming back, right? You guys are coming back from the alley.
I would assume so. I wouldn't think we'd be staying.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. I was gonna say,
Presumably,
no. As long as it's not super long, she'll just wait for them to come back.
It's probably only a minute or two before they come back then.
Yeah,
So you
then, yeah,
three
no.
can be in a circle. But apparently, even from what you overheard, Mariko, the business here is at least concluded.
Yeah. And she's just gonna wait until
Yeah.
because otherwise they don't know where everybody went. They come back, everyone's gone,
Mhm.
and we've
Right.
we've already established how bad that would be. So yeah, no, she's waiting to
Okay.
basically report to Ingvar.
Okay. Dakota.
to continue, Sal, don't tell me that you don't have anything. You have us. You always have us. I don't have anything besides you guys either. I know what it's like to not have anything. I know what it's like to have no one. So don't pull that crap with me. You know, you say you don't belong here. Well, figure out a way to belong. Figure out a way to help.
That's what I've been trying to do. And I've been fucking it up all along. You're good at what you do.
I doubt that.
You fucking got me saying I'm sorry. That's like one of them noble Reese's Pieces things.
No idea what that means, Sal.
It's like a real good prize that you get if you're good at something.
Okay.
He doesn't sound super sure about that.
Dakota, apparently this is a thing.
And no more Reese's Pieces.
Excellent.
She's
Prize.
really
A normal Reese's
confused.
Pieces prize. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you need help, just ask one of us. Lean on us a little bit. But don't throw yourself in danger and make me have to continually throw myself in danger to prevent you from getting killed because you're doing stupid stuff again.
I talked real nice with Ingvar. We worked.
I'm not just talking about that. I'm talking about anything in the future. What happened between you and Will? What could have happened between you and Grania?
All right. I really didn't fucking think Will was gonna throw me that far.
You didn't think.
I didn't. Now I see what you're doing there, and that's very good, and I'm very proud of you. But no, I did think. I just didn't think he was gonna throw me that far because I couldn't think of anything. You know, I was going through stuff. I spent a lot of time with some Noahs back in New York. I mean, they can huck a rock real fucking hard, but I never seen one chuck a guy that far. And it turns out they apparently can't, because that's a whole different thing. So, but I was trying to make some good choices. I hear what you're saying. I understand where you're coming from, but I don't want you to think that one specifically I walked into just making up stuff off the top of my head. I really thought we had
You really didn't have to do that throwing competition there.
Well, I thought worst case scenario, I get some bumps and bruises and we make a good impression for being willing to come to the table with a guy.
But this is a perfect example. You didn't think, Sal. You can't always predict what someone's capable of or what they're going to do.
Nobody can. And the alternate option is not to fucking do anything.
The alternate option is to be a little more cautious.
I'm working on that. You heard me ask Aiden if I should turn off the recorder earlier, right? Would the me that you knew a month ago have done that?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you are. Come on.
No, I'm not, Sal.
All right. Then what do you want out of me? What'll show you that I'm doing the right thing without fucking sitting on my hands and doing nothing?
I think only time's going to tell on that. You can't immediately do something. But I have been stressed out, and not just because of everything happening with Aiden, but I have been stressed so badly for the past 48 hours. And a lot of that's because of you. And she will start to cry at this point.
Jeez. Look. Technicolor. Look at me. Hey, come on. Look at me.
She's not looking at him.
Look at me. I could be making a real funny face.
I don't care, so.
Yeah, you do. You like it when I make faces. Come on. Come on.
She'll look up at him.
He's making a funny face. Look, seriously, Technicolor. I hear what you're saying. And I'm going to do my best to keep me and everybody else safe. And what's more, I'm going to make sure that I don't put anybody, including myself, in any extra danger by doing nothing stupid.
Okay. Thank you, Sal. She will give him a hug.
Okay. Hug back. Thank you. I mean,
Were Aiden and Alex coming back through the Umbra?
Yes. Yeah. So
Okay.
really
You
quick,
guys can make your. Oh yeah. go
just to cap that off really quick. Aiden's gonna say, "All right, do you feel at least a little bit better?"
Yeah.
Okay. I will walk over and hug her.
Also, I'm annoyed that I was supposed to go and do stuff with my mentors. I don't know. I'm anxious about that.
Yeah, that's on me. I apologize for pulling you all over here. That is 100% on me. Blame me when you talk to him. I'm sure that will be easy. But let's go because I am
It's pack stuff. I think they'll get it.
probably. Let's go because I am legitimately worried that Grania and Sal might have turned this car lot into a literal war zone.
Then we can definitely say that that's a violation of the litany.
We can,
there's a
yes.
lot of humans around.
See,
so
you are
I feel
learning.
like-
You knew that already. Come on, let's go.
Okay. Head back through.
Yep.
All right. Each of you roll Gnosis 7.
Yeah. Okay.
This is where we botch.
Yeah.
I was like, this is where you botched, and Mordico has to come and pick you up, like, Mom.
Nope,
Man.
I got through. It just took me
Yay.
5 minutes,
Haven't?
which probably explains this whole conversation. In the meantime, we're just like,
Right? Clawing your way through the gauntlet. All those webs.
Oh no.
That is a bot.
And Alex
That
is
is.
trapped.
Oh no.
So Aiden, you take some time. You're like, oh,
Yep.
nope. But this is urban environments, man.
yeah.
Sometimes
no,
it
legit.
takes a while to get through. And you eventually emerge on the other side in the alley where it's empty, but your staff is gone, which you
Right.
take as a good sign, And you look over your shoulder because you know that was usually about as long as it takes. And
Question though, it's not just a theurge who can take everybody across a gauntlet in a pack. It's
anybody
anyone.
can.
Yeah. So
Anybody
why-
can,
Yeah.
yeah.
So Alex just didn't hitch a ride on.
I'm gonna be
Rules
honest. We
for it,
each
yeah.
had equal opportunity to fail that. So
Yeah.
if one of us
No,
pushed through.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was
So they both were like, we'll just do this solo and
now when
see you on the
someone's
other side.
trapped, they can
Mhm.
be seen from both sides, right?
oh yeah, you look over and there's this faint silhouette. Alex, how do you think your body is positioned as you are trapped in the gauntlet?
I mean, I think she was just kind of walking through. I don't know if like
Okay.
how.
So you're just sort of mid-stride, kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like.
So for Alex, it's a little weird because this is the first time you've gotten stuck in the gauntlet, I believe.
I mean, she got stuck like when she had her first. Well, I'm forgetting the term, but like the trial.
Your first
she
change?
Had, like messed up like getting back, and that's why she had thought like she had messed up the whole thing. Like, was doomed and everything was terrible.
Right. Yeah.
So
no,
she
you
might
you
have
got
had
lost
this
in the
before.
Umbra.
You're
Right.
wrong.
You haven't
Yeah.
gotten stuck
That's
in the
fair.
gauntlet.
That's
though.
fair.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
probably the
Right.
first time.
No, it's
You've had
you're pushing
Umbra
your way through a resistant
adventures.
barrier, and then suddenly you're pushed and you are trapped. I don't know if Alex has claustrophobia at all, but if it does, if she does, it's probably singing right now.
Yeah, I don't think she's like super claustrophobic. This is probably not
Right.
good. This is.
But
not
there's
good. I
something
can't
very
see.
weird about. Right.
can't
Yeah.
see
No.
the
Everything
agent,
is
right?
kind of gray
Yeah.
and murky and multiple layers of images laid over top of each other and strands and stuff,
Okay.
and you are trapped. And
Cool,
yeah,
cool.
Aiden, you can see Alex there, just frozen
Through
mid-step.
pack speak. Marco, Ali, I need you.
All right. Mordico will head over to Aiden as quickly as she possibly can without making it look like
Yep.
she's running.
So everybody hears that.
Hi.
I
What
look
is it?
over at
What do you
Ingvar.
need?
It's the Alley of
I
Trials.
point.
And
Noted.
Nordico, you can see this
Yep.
transparent image. Yep. Mhm.
Yep. So what does Mordico know she can do as far as the gauntlet goes? Can she actually just walk over there and pull Alex through, or is Alex stuck?
So you can certainly try. Your mirror shades, I do not believe help you with somebody else who's stuck in the gauntlet.
Right. You just get her
Um,
over there easier.
Right.
Or does she have to
So-
reach through, or like does she like? Well, yeah. All right.
I
Explain
think you
how.
go.
How,
I think you essentially go through and push them.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, is this like a? Is okay. Which honey bear poo situation are we in? Are we in the or the shove butt?
Honey bear.
Which one is she doing?
It's amazing.
So
inaccurate.
no, you can literally just make a standard gauntlet crossing roll, and that's you reaching through and grabbing them and yanking them to whichever side you choose.
All right, and then yeah, and her gauntlets
This is-
wouldn't help. Yeah,
This
but
is
she
the
can
true
spend-
Winnie the Pooh, blood and honey.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it simply says another werewolf can attempt to free the traveler by making a successful roll to step sideways. So, I mean, that effectively, yeah, I guess your mirror shades would help.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Well then.
So you
yeah,
can definitely use those.
She's gonna try.
No,
Because, you know-
unless she's the lifeguard who's like, no, I will not save the drowning person with the aid of flotation devices. I'm going to do this the way we did it back in the prehistoric age.
So
Barehanded.
Gnosis-
You mean the dead the dead lifeguards?
Okay, the mirror shades
Yeah.
are 7. Yes, if I remember correctly. I always forget. It does not want to stick. Gnosis 7. Yes. Okay.
Yes. Mhm. So, yeah,
Alright,
Gnosis
alright.
difficulty 7.
3 successes, so they're
Interactive.
extra
All
shiny.
right. So now you're rolling
Oh.
Gnosis
Oh, and
difficulty
just-
5.
And this is in public, isn't it? Where other people can see.
It's in an alleyway,
I mean,
like it's
yeah,
not.
okay.
Yeah, nobody else is around.
Okay, good. Yeah, okay, good. But
Otherwise, somebody would
so
have called the
there's
National Enquirer by now.
yeah. So even with that, she definitely turns away from where the alley would be, like out to the road, and very very much sort of puts them on, looks down, keeps her head way down, and then does the thing of she's gonna reach out, and it's what difficulty
5 now with the
5.
mirror shades.
For the record, the only way this situation can get better is if by one we all get caught
I was gonna say yeah.
trying to get through.
I would be tempted to not spend that willpower just for the fun of
I
the
will
roll, but
assure
honestly,
you-
Mordecai would not consider this a thing where she could fail. Yeah.
I
So
will
4
assure you,
successes.
Grania would
Mhm.
never get
Yep.
caught in that because she would not go after the rest of you got caught.
Oh yeah, she just abandoned us.
Yeah.
No, she just sit there with
yeah, I know.
popcorn and wait.
Yeah, no.
So,
Yeah,
Alex,
That's the problem.
you're
There's no. If you wait, you're waiting forever.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yep.
say with 4 successes, Grania really Grania. Mordecai really does just sort of like that really subtle reach yoink of the Pooh Bear this way.
where are you grabbing onto Alex?
Oh, almost certainly like aiming for a hand.
Okay. So yeah,
'Cause, yeah,
Alex,
she's
you're
in
just
Hamid
stuck
form.
there
Yeah.
for a few minutes. And you can't, and then suddenly you see Mordecai's hand just reach out, wrap around your wrist, and suddenly you are back into the reel.
Yeah, and the second she's out, Mordecai's already like taking the glasses off and shoving them back into her pocket because
Thanks.
You
of
good?
course.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
Who
sure?
else is here? Is
Just
everyone
Aiden.
here? Okay, it's just Aiden.
I mean,
Aiden.
unless in the intervening, minute and a half, everybody else converged on the alley.
I doubt it.
Yeah. Okay. I was gonna
Yeah.
say because she has not seen Sal yet with the eye because she was not looking at Sal's eyes because they
Mhm.
were far away and Mordecai would not be making eye contact from that far away.
Yep.
So she
All
still
right.
does not know. Okay.
Let's go. Let's. We're not like at war with the car salesmen's union or anything like that, are we?
No.
The DeMarco.
No.
Okay. good.
Dakota and Sal left to continue a discussion outside of where the humans can hear.
Huh. All right. Let's go. Interesting.
Sorry, that sounded like you were saying Sal made good choices. I don't understand.
No. That was definitely Dakota made good choices.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Go
she will.
meet back
She will.
up with everybody.
yeah, and she will indicate where that was.
Okay. So everybody
Ingvar, staff
reconvenes.
me.
Yeah, so as you approach Ingvar is definitely just sort of like very, very calmly just going through motions with the staff while she waits. It's definitely not Iskaku. It's some staff martial art that she had learned in her time in Iceland. Probably very similar to old traditional Scala set, and is just sort of going through motions while she's waiting. And when Aiden returns, she just sort of snaps it into a ready position and then holds it out horizontally and bows as she offers it to Aiden.
Takes
As-
it with a nod.
As Aiden says, staff me, Grania pipes up from behind Ingvar. You looking for receptionists or maids?
Yeah, we're not addressing that. So where is... I'll give you credit. That was better than where I was afraid you were going to take that. Where did the other roughly fourth of our pack go?
Point.
Perception alertness difficulty 6.
Oh, I was gonna say Mordecai knows where Dakota and Sal went, and she would have definitely
Yeah.
indicated where that was when they were coming up. She would have said like Dakota and Sal went that
Yeah.
way.
Yeah, Aiden, you look the direction Moriko points, and there they are.
All right. Wave. Just a sign, not intruding on the conversation. Like
Dakota
We're
cheerily
here
waving back while
when you're ready.
still
Whatever
crying.
point. I picture her just screaming at Sal.
Yeah, right.
and then turning right back.
All right. So
Sal is wearing his sunglasses at this point, by the way.
Because outside.
Yep, it's 11 at night, and Sal's in sunglasses.
Okay, cool, cool.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
sunglasses all the time.
Just
I was gonna say.
again from Grania. I wear my sunglasses at night.
all right, I'm not even gonna ask.
Whenever we do walk back to the group, Dakota's going to let people know about his eye.
Okay.
How does Dakota announce that?
Oh, we go back
Right now.
and she will, if he will let her, she will take the sunglasses off of Sal.
No, I think it looks pretty stylish. It helps me out a little bit. It's a little more comfortable.
We have a problem, guys.
I mean,
She will point at his eyes.
Instantly, Mordecai is starting to walk towards Sal in that way that she does when she's trying not to startle somebody, but she's definitely walking towards them. What happened? Where were you attacked?
Who in the name of the goddess did you piss off?
Dustspringer.
Dusty.
The second they say that, Mordecai drops her hand and says, "Oh," and immediately stops.
All right. Are you good, Sal?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Little pissed off. Mostly good.
I mean, fair. All right, we need to get a place to sleep.
Because
We're
you
not
know,
gonna-
the fucking thing was, I was in the
God.
process of explaining how what I did, now I realize it was wrong, but I guess I don't get to get out half sentences no more. It's fucking Dusty.
I think he was making a point to try to
Sal,
teach you a lesson,
And
Sal.
Dustbringer comes down and lands on Aiden's shoulder.
So, do you think spirits are reasonable creatures? Because I love Dustbringer, but
Yeah,
this isn't a person.
I mean, again, apparently fucking not. And he points to his eye.
Yeah.
Dustspringer,
It
when
was delicious.
Dustbringer, when can it go back?
The eye turns to look at you, Dakota. And there's the faintest of electricity out of it.
Please.
Perhaps with time.
Fair.
Okay.
Interestingly, almost a direct echo of your words when Sal asked what he
Yep.
needed to do.
All right, we
Jack, there's a
need to
whisper
get
to you, by the way.
place
That's
to-
relevant.
Yeah, I'm getting to you on that.
We need to find a place to sleep tonight because we need to be up early as fuck tomorrow so we can find these goddamn fetishes. Because we're gonna need to cross the Umbra and talk to some spirits to do that.
Can we
They're
sleep
gonna-
not in the woods?
Yes, we are sleeping somewhere. We will be getting a hotel. We need at least one goddamn night. you make some really valid points, Grania, but forgot. Yeah, we just need a night.
I'll see what I can do to make the hotel as cheap as possible.
Appreciate it. Like, no matter what it might feel like, today was a win. Let's do something to fucking celebrate.
Aye, boss.
Oh my god. So Craig.
Jack, for this role that I'm making that no one knows I'm making, my computer
Yes.
aptitude
Mhm.
for Studify?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
To the distance
Killing
vision is
me.
hard club. Fist bump. Sal.
Is Dustbringer still on Aiden's shoulder?
4 successes.
Oh yeah. Duly
That's-
noted, Grania.
Dusty, can I get a word before you flap off?
Are you going to leave Alex hanging on that fist bump?
Man.
Oh no, I thought I should not have let it go without saying, but 100%, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sal's never gonna leave a packmate hanging.
I was just gonna say, Sal would never leave a fist bump unanswered.
I feel like Sal almost like for people that he hates, even someone puts up a fist, he's gonna be like, I
Yeah.
don't
Oh,
yeah.
want to,
No,
but
that's
bump.
definitely a willpower roll for Sal.
Dustbringer regards you. Speak your words, Spider Friar.
How am I supposed to admit my faults if I can't discuss what I did wrong?
That is an excellent question. And he flies away.
That spirit force sounds like a you problem.
Yeah, that's spirit for I don't fucking know.
that no.
Sal.
That's
That-
definitely. Yeah. I was gonna say, can Mordiko act as a translation there? She has that.
Yeah.
Wits and empathy, right?
This would
For
actually
reading-
be
for
wits
reading
and occult. Oh well, okay, yeah, no, for
Or
your
cults?
specialty there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no,
mhm.
wit. That would say wits would work for anything, but like what for
Mhm.
understanding what that means in terms of like interpreting a spirit.
Yeah. Mhm. Go
Um,
ahead
for-
and either wits
wits
and
and
empathy or
occult?
wits and occult.
Oh, occult's better for her.
Difficulty 8. Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Would it be? I would like to make an argument for this sake. Would it be perhaps a little bit lower because Dustbringer is of Grandfather Thunder,
Yeah, is a crow.
Shadow Lord?
Okay, I can drop it by 1. Difficulty 7. Yep. Mm-hmm.
One success.
One success.
Yep.
That is the sort of answer you usually get when the question you have asked is in conflict with instructions that have already been given.
Okay, and almost word for word, that is what Mordiko would say to Sal.
Mm-hmm.
Of the question you asked is already in conflict with something you have been told directly.
Well, fantastic. All right, so we're doing this RICO rules.
And Mordiko has no idea what the fuck that means.
If Sal is trying to figure that out, he can roll intelligence and enigmas. Do you have enigmas?
Yeah, I have enigmas.
Yeah, intelligence enigmas difficulty 6, standard difficulty on that.
I don't want him to figure this out, but I will roll. I'll give the character a shot. What was the difficulty? I'm sorry.
6, just standard on that one.
I think I clicked it. Hold on. Oh, there
Yeah.
we go.
Yeah, you did. You got 4 successes.
4, okay.
Yep. Mhm.
Well, dang it. On the one I don't want to succeed.
Some tumblers click into place. You were told that just ask them directly what they need for you to fix whatever is broken on individual relationships, and don't let them let you off the hook. There was
Right.
nothing about explaining your previous action. It basically, the idea being, it doesn't matter if you think you were ever justified at any point along the future. You put it entirely in their hands to do what they need. And once you have done so, that is the best first step to fixing the damage that has been done in your individual relationships throughout the pack. Doesn't matter what you did or what you intended.
There is sort of, as that clicks, there is a long sigh, and Sal goes, "I fucking hate Colorado."
I'm scrolling through my phone trying to find a cheap hotel that I can maybe steal a key to, and I go, not a big fan of it either.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. I fucking love this place.
Oh, yeah. I was say at both of the Ragabashes saying that, you just hear Morty go very quietly. Noted.
So yeah, Jack, I'm looking for basically I'm trying to find a method to get us a night in a hotel as cheaply as possible, and I am not above stealing shit to do so.
Give me intelligence and computer and streetwise. Diff 6.
You guys have phones with plug and play. You can literally just hack yourself into a reservation at any hotel.
Yeah, I'm trying not to do anything that has that will leave an electronic trail that the people that send murder for more at us can follow.
Mm-hmm.
And surprise, surprise, hacking random hotels at night does that. Intelligence.
Only does it in cash.
Intelligence what?
Intelligence streetwise, standard difficulty.
Act like if you pay in cash, they're not going to put a name and entry down in their computer system anyway.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody paying in cash and putting a fake name in an entry is not. I hacked somebody in our location hacked a hotel to get a room.
No, I was saying that you need to find a place that only does it by paper, that has the paper logbooks.
What was the diff?
Not any
Standard 6.
Sorry, streetwise, not subterfuge. Was it streetwise or subterfuge?
Streetwise.
Streetwise.
You're not lying to him yet.
Yet.
One success.
You find a cheap, like you've all seen the signs for Motel 6. This is like a Motel 4.
Right.
It's one of those pay by the hour and the beds vibrate places.
They
I mean, I don't think
probably
you can
have a
find
couple
those
rooms
online.
designated for those, but definitely don't advertise that on a website.
Well, no, you don't
but
you don't find
it's
it
$70
online.
a night for a room.
Yeah, you don't,
We roll up,
you don't-
roll up, and it's like Motel 4chan. What the hell?
you don't find it online. You find it through reviews online.
Yeah.
What's worse than Hotel
But they're like
4,
$70
Hotel
a night.
4chan?
And you get the feeling that these people will take cash and probably be able to handle that sort of thing.
So I look at that price. I count out hotels. Is that $70 a night? Does that describe the room? What kind of a room it is? If it's like 2-person, 3-person, 4-person,
2 beds.
2 beds. Count
Yep.
out number of rooms. Count out hotels. All right, we're gonna squeeze. And I point at the other car, Sal's new car, and go, "Who's driving?"
I'll turn and look at boxcars and Technicolor and say, "All right, you two flip for it."
Do you want to do it?
Yeah. Really do.
Okay, go for it.
I will text the address to Alex then.
Taking front seat.
All right. So you
Wait,
guys split up in vehicles.
In which car?
Oh, in your car. Somebody with both sides needs to have the reaction time to stop if things go horribly
Alex
wrong.
is the one
I
driving.
mean, we've already
in Sal's car.
established Sal. Anytime he's letting somebody else drive, Sal takes the back seat.
That's true. That is true.
Dakota will sit in the back with Sal.
All right. So we got
Yep.
4 in that car. The
I
other
was
2
gonna
of
say.
you jumping in with Grania?
I was gonna say, yeah, no, I mean, Mordecai would have tried to stay with Aiden, but if that's not
It's
possible
an
because of the
SUV.
room,
There's enough room for
yeah.
5 people there.
yeah, I was like, if
I
that's
mean,
possible,
yeah,
that's
if
where
Mordecai
she-
wants to,
where's-
yeah.
yeah, she's
With-
staying within range.
In,
You were
in
driving
the
with
no one
Grania?
goes anywhere alone leaves Ingvar with Grania.
Okay. Grania, you lead the way to the hotel.
Yep.
Okay.
As Sal's car turns on, specifically the Glee version of Journey's Don't Stop Believing begins playing. And no matter what you do to the channel or the volume, it plays at full volume.
No. That's not how it works.
That's how it starts.
Yeah, I was gonna say we've got another Ragabash.
And your car starts playing Cranberries
Okay.
in your head.
I don't know why he thought this
it-
was a. I don't know why he thought this was a prank. I love this song.
I don't know why he thought I used a gift on his.
All right, you're
All right.
forgiven now.
So with various songs being played back and forth, real battle of the band style 15-minute commute down to the hotel. You guys park. It's like, I mean, it's a hotel. You just walk right in.
All right. Yep.
So, before we walk in, how many rooms do we want?
And 7 of us, probably 2. I don't think we need more than 2.
All right, cool.
Hell, we may not even need
Alex?
more than 1.
I want to do a sense the worm real quick, just in case.
Sure.
That
Go
seems like
right
a
ahead.
Good plan.
Seems like a place that might have some worm taint.
Yeah. What's my difficulty on that?
Still haven't had that
For
sniper
this
rifle
difficulty
cleanse
7.
either.
Um.
I don't think Mordecai would.
I know I
bother.
said
I think
sniper
she just
rifle, but for some reason I
assumes.
Two
said sniper
successes.
rifle.
So yeah,
Sniper
the most worm taint is still that sniper rifle that I think is in the back of Grania's vehicle, right?
Yeah, I don't like it. Okay.
Yep, right. The motel has a patina of worm, but nothing super alarming for a largely urban environment.
Okay. Smells
Yep.
alright.
There's always
Yep.
a faint smell of worm when there's lots of like
Uh-huh.
shitty
People.
urban development.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yep.
say I don't think Mordecai even bothers trying because she just assumes urban environment, shitty motel. All she's gonna
Yep.
get is shitty motel worm taint.
Yep.
Okay, so
Shitty Motel Worm Taint is my Sex Pistols cover
I
band.
was just gonna. I knew you were gonna say something.
I'm assuming this is one of those motels where you park out, so you go in outside, don't actually go through the front to get to the room.
Yeah, but you do have to go register.
Yeah. Register. That's fine.
Right.
So, all right. Y'all stay over here, and I'm gonna go in to register.
There's a maybe late, probably 19, maybe 20-year-old,
What I want to try.
lank hair.
What
Can I
I want
still stop? Can I stop Grania before Grania goes in?
Yeah.
Maybe we ought to go in together.
I'm not planning on talking to anybody.
All right. But if you do, let me do it.
How about this? Stay outside the door, and if I need you to come talk to somebody, I'll call you.
Yeah, nothing less suspicious than somebody bursting in when things get dicey.
This hopefully not going to get to that point.
Yeah, a lot of hopefuls.
So what I'd like
And
to
then,
do,
and then he pauses and says, "New Coke, what do you need from me right now?"
is an eye
Grania is
twitch,
Immediately suspicious.
Yeah, there's definitely an eye twitch.
and then I get like up really close to Sal. What are you smoking?
Does bring his originals.
I just have to say,
And
Back
there's a puff of caramel scented breath.
Yes.
Back at the car, Aiden is just leaning against it, going. Da, 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 da.
So there's I would like to insight check whatever that roll is on Sal.
Wits and empathy, diff 6.
On what? This. What do you?
I'm trying to figure out what drugs you are on that is making you behave oddly.
All right.
Wits empathy 6.
Wits empathy 6.
Well, actually, or wits medicine 6, because if you're trying to diagnose somebody.
It's the same roll either way.
All right.
We'll go with wits empathy. 2 successes.
It does not appear to be under the influence of any particular substance.
All the good ones.
Huh.
There was something in those Werther's originals.
Okay. What I'm going to try to do is go in there all unseen like and just put a name down in a registry, grab a key and put some money in the register so that nobody sees us actually buy a thing and nobody in there remembers putting it in a book so that if anyone comes asking, we were never here. If you want to help with that, a distraction that does not call the cops would be great.
I gotcha. So here's what you do. If you run into trouble or you need backup, just give us a little wink over the totem phone and I'll come in saying I'm getting stuff out of the car. We're here together. And then I'll take over talking. Fair deal?
That's fine. Yeah, that'll work. Hopefully, neither one of us gets seen. I'd take a look real quick. Is there a camera? Is there an external camera over the entrance to the place?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'll offer Grania one of the Werther's originals. You want one?
Yeah, sure. I'll take one, and I'm going to.
Okay.
I'm going to. How much gnosis do I have? So I'm going to try to activate my chameleon skin.
Okay.
Which is gnosis 7, so that's a diff 7 gnosis roll.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Can I spend a willpower on that?
No.
Okay. It's really hard to activate, but it's really good. 1 success.
There you go. All right, so that activates.
Upgrades the difficulty of seeing me by 2, I think, is what it does, because it's the chameleon. It's the Wendigo chameleon gift, but it works in urban environments.
Right. Yeah, it's their camouflage, right?
Yeah.
Let me check theirs just to be on the safe side. Wendigo camouflage. Blah blah blah. Difficulties to upgraded by increased by 3.
By 3. All right, even better.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to try to activate Blur of the Milky Eye to make it even harder.
Okay.
As soon as I find the thing that I used to roll that with.
Below the Milky Eye is manipulation stealth 8.
Thank you. I had it set up as a thing already, but I can't find the tab that that's on. Manipulation stealth?
Yeah.
And that's not one that I forgot to ask if that was one I could spend a willpower on.
I mean, that one you could.
Could I have?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I'll spend a willpower on that.
Okay. So that
success.
bumps it up to a total of +4 to spot you.
So at standard difficulty, that's a +10, or that's a diff 10.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I'm going to stealth in and do what I said. I'm trying to. Actually, no. Before I do that, I'm going to use plug and play,
Okay.
which is just spend a willpower. I think. I don't think I need to make a roll.
You've already activated it, I think, today.
I haven't activated it yet today. I don't think. Have I?
Okay.
Did I?
I think so.
You would have had to in order to hack a car.
Oh, I was doing that with hardware. You can do that with hardware. You just take an old iPod and you shove it in. You take an old iPod with the song that you want, and you shove it into the radio, and you rewire the speakers so that rewire the speakers and the.
Okay,
the
you
buttons.
would not have time to do that. You would have had to have been using.
Okay,
Yeah, because the car, you didn't have keys to the car. The car wasn't unlocked. It would have been a whole other thing. If you want to
Okay.
have done that, you would have had to use plug and play.
All right, cool. All right, I'll say I'll spend that willpower retroactively then.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, then I'll use plug and play to basically to make sure the cameras are always pointing away from where I'm walking.
They're not like point cameras. They're just static, sitting there, keeping it. Yeah.
In that case, I'm just going to use plug and play to make them selectively blink off as I walk past.
Sure. All of this preparation is great. We've got everything set. So you're walking inside to a.
I'm going to try to stealth inside, and again, grab some keys, put some money in the register, put
So
some
you
names
stealth
down.
inside. The door has a physical bell on it, so it just goes ching ching. You couldn't have seen it from outside. And the guy who's standing at the counter looks over,
Please tell me it's Will.
blinks at you. Nah, it's some like 20-something
Okay.
really lank hair. How many?
Would he have even like that's I guess that's a question. Even with
He
the-
can't not see. You still have physical form.
Okay.
So yeah, he can't not see you. You're coming through a doorway as a bell's ringing.
I repress a sigh. 2
2 people or 2 rooms?
2 rooms.
All right. Kind of looks at you. You want to be Joe Montana or you want to be Cal Ripken?
Ripken.
Cool. Junior. 140 in tax.
I put the cash down.
Awesome. He looks at you. How many nights?
1.
He hands you a 20 back. And he puts one of the 20s in his pocket. And he turns around and he grabs 2 keys and he hands them to you.
Take him.
All right. As long as we don't hear from the cops, we're good.
I walk out with all the confidence of a ragabash that successfully pulled off a heist.
And that's where we're closing for the night.
Say goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Hi, everybody.
Goodbye.